Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Liza. I'm so glad to see you here. If you are a new person, please consider subscribing my channel and staying with me and my small community. So guys, today it's a very lovely day in Poland. At least here in the capital city. It's like sun is shining and it's warm. I can already feel the springtime, that arrived. This day inspired me this weather today inspired me to record a video about topic that about the message that I wanted to deliver actually a very long time ago, but I simply forgot about it, about this message, and I only remembered about this message today. So I think it's a good time and a good circumstances to deliver to you this message. And this is something that I want to tell you that is connected to your attitude towards this life, or your maybe outlook on your life, on your reality. And before talking about it, I just want to ask you something, guys. Ask you just tell you that please, people, stop escaping your reality, stop escaping your own life. This is something that I've been doing my whole life before I've started my spiritual awakening, or just my this big change that I've made when it comes to me, who I am, and my life. I've been doing this my whole life without recognizing that I'm doing this stuff, and it really actually made my life to be harder. I had many problems in my life because I wasn't aware that I'm trying to escape my reality. Okay, my head was always in clouds, in this other world. I haven't been a grounded person. I had really big problems with grounding myself, with being here and now. I always prefer to think about past, think about future. Again, being somewhere in my thoughts, but now when I already know that there is actually no need to try in trying to escape your reality, because your reality can be even more beautiful. Your life can be more interesting than any books or videos, movies that you can watch. And let's make a statement. I know that everyone likes to watch movies, read books. Probably everyone. Maybe there are some people who are not into this stuff, but actually I think everyone likes to watch movies, TV series, videos, travel vlogs, about other people traveling and exploring the world. We like to listen to music and then being somewhere else in our mind. We like to read books. There's so many people who like sci-fi genre, and fantasy genre. So something that books and movies about other worlds full of magic and magical creatures. Basically something that we will not probably experience here in this world. But even people who like to read books about normal life, not any fantasy or sci-fi, just drama or criminal or some other genre, things that are going on, things that are happening in these books or movies, which are actually about our real life, they are still books, they are still movies, they are still the ideas that author put it in this book or this movie. If it's this movie, then there is a script that was written by the scriptwriter, right? If there is a plot in the book, this is a plot that author created in his mind or her mind. Okay, so we like to read books about someone else's life. We like to read books about other characters. We like to watch movies about other people. We like to listen to music that other people produced, okay, or created. There are also many people who like to play computer games, I think nowadays all this IT, maybe not IT, but this game production sphere is really on high level. Just look at all these games and these beautiful worlds that were created for this game to be realistic. I can understand, like, even though I'm not a professional gamer, I understand why there are so many people who are drawn to computer games, because this world that are inside these games, they're beautiful and characters are very developed, you know. There are many sides to these characters and their persona and their journey, you know, in this game. So there are many ways in which we people like to escape our reality. And now I'm not telling you that everyone who watch movies, TV series, books, playing computer games is trying to escape reality. No, there are many people who are actually focused on their real life, on their like 3D reality that we live in. People who are focused on their like inner journey, you know, they are chasing their dreams, they are trying to achieve their goals, but in the free time they like to watch some movies, playing games, read books, just for entertainment. But there are so many people, trust me, there are so many people in this world, my friends, who are doing this, like reading books, watching movies, listening to music and all this stuff, playing games, just to try to escape their reality. And you know what is the main reason for this? It's because we people, I will tell you from my experience. Okay, let me share with you my experience. What was the main reason for me, why my whole life I've been trying to escape my reality, my own life? Because I thought that something that is happening in these books or movies, it's something that will never happen in my life, because my life is boring. My life is nothing about like some hero journey. My life is like just, you know, this gray routine, boring, nothing interesting happen, you know. And this was my perception on our life. I thought that life of us people here in our true reality is boring, okay? And this is why we are watching movies, this is why we are reading books, because there we can be in our thoughts in a place where many different things happen, okay? Where characters have their journey, when there's so many like plot twists, you know, so many interesting things going on in like TV series, movie, book, or game, inside the game. I thought that our world is a boring place, and you know, when compared to, if we are to compare it with like, again, computer games worlds, of course our world will be less colorful, but anyway, our world is actually not boring. This is what I've realized when I started my spiritual awakening and my inner journey, you know, my inner transformation. Yes, our world is not like world in the computer games, okay, or in some fantasy movies, but it doesn't mean that our world is boring. But I thought, my whole life, I thought that my life is boring, our world is boring. And this is why we like to, you know, watch other characters like in movies or books, and, you know, following their journey, because then we can feel this bond that when we are following their journey, like we are going on this journey with them. But then, you know, we need to come back to our gray reality, to our boring reality where nothing happens, okay? So this was my perception, and why it made my perception made my life harder, because again, because of this, because of my perception, I think wrong perception about our world and our life, you know, didn't really allow me to connect to people on a deeper level, to enjoy my life. Really, like, when I think about my past experiences, I think I've been limiting myself in so many ways just because I thought that my life is boring. I didn't allow myself to, you know, go on this adventure and to enjoy life and being like spontaneous, you know, having many like good and colorful moments that I can share maybe with other people. I didn't have this desire, you know, to explore the world because I thought our world is boring. And now I think that, I don't like to say like this, but I honestly think that I wasted some years of my life. And I'm not trying to say that I wasted in the way that it didn't give me anything. No, every day of my life was important, because, you know, every day we can learn something new, we can become someone better, we can learn some lessons. But when it comes to enjoying my life, yes, I wasted several years, or even I wasted many years just because I had this wrong perception about our world and my life. And guys, trust me, now I want to tell you that your life can actually be far more interesting than any hero journey in a book, in a movie that you can watch, in a like computer game. Our world and your relation with this world can be far more exciting than the character relation with its world inside some computer game. Okay, and you know why? Because okay, first I want to say this: if you want to make sure that what I'm saying can be true, then go and listen to some podcasts, listen to some interviews with like maybe famous people, maybe with rich people. But I'm not telling you that only famous and rich people they have interesting life, because just with some people who shared their experience, maybe on YouTube, maybe on TikTok, Instagram, other podcasts, maybe in some documentaries, movies, and listen to these people's stories, like people especially who are already like 60 years old, 50 years old, who have like big part of their life behind, and listen to these people's stories. When you listen to these people's stories, especially when it comes to people who are well known right now, and who people who don't come from like rich families, but people who are rich and famous right now are just well known, or they achieved something great in this life, but they actually came from like, you know, poor neighborhood, from poor family, from small town, but now they are here like on the top of the world, and they're sharing their experience, how they came that far. And you listen to their stories and you realize like, oh my god, this story is like, yeah, this can be a plot for some great movie. This person's story can be a very good plot for some book, you know. And you realize that everything that we can read in a book, in books or in movies, everything that we can watch on TV can actually happen in our real life. It's just about us. It's about our perception. Do we see ourselves as a character that can experience all this interesting stuff that can happen to some character in a movie or a book? Do we believe that our world is full of surprises and miracles and spontaneous energies, when like something can happen in 1 second and it can change your life, when there are so many like synchronicities, you know, and very weird circumstances, like when you find yourself to be in the right place in the right time and this situation changed your life? If you believe that this can happen, if you believe that you're not worse than any character inside the game, inside the book, inside the movie that you can watch, then trust me, it will happen to you. Because when I realized a few years ago that my life can be a good plot for a movie, my life story can be more interesting than any story in a book or in a movie, I've started to experience things that are for me now, like from perception of me sitting here and now and looking back at my past, I've experienced so many different things that I can call like a miracles, or just like a very synchronistic, like maybe, I don't know, divine interventions or something like this, many plot twists. Yes, this is how I will call it. Since I've changed my perception and I've realized that my life story is not worse in any way than a story of some character in a book or a movie or in a game, I've started to experience many plot twists. And now I feel as if there's someone, maybe this is my higher self, maybe this is like there's a God or the universe, like someone sitting with this script, you know, and writing this script and making many different like plot twists. Okay, so today Liza accidentally meet this person, okay, and it will change her life. Or okay, what if we will put Liza in the other place and see how it will change her as a character? You know, really, I feel like there's someone sitting with the script of my life story, and just like putting many different people, interesting circumstances, interesting plot twist, okay? And sorry guys. And again, you know, what has changed, how, okay, maybe not this way, how me changing my perception about our reality, our life, and this world changed me as a character, as a person. You know, I will tell you how. So my whole life, one of my biggest passions and hobbies was writing. Like, yeah, I've already mentioned many times in different videos on this channel that I have this writer soul, okay? I've never published any of my books or stories, but there are so many books and stories that I have written or that are not finished yet, in many different genres and about many different things, because I really like to create stories, I like to create characters, I like to create different worlds. But when I started my spiritual awakening, when I started to make this inner transformation and work on myself, I've realized that a big part of me writing different books and stories was also like me trying to escape reality. And it's nothing bad about having writing as your hobby, writing books or stories as your passion, but it can be in a negative light. You can see it in a negative light when it comes to you trying to escape reality. Like, you are creating different worlds and characters because you don't believe that your life can be as interesting as your books. But now I've decided to not now, but when I decided to change my perspective, I realized that instead of writing books, I can write my own story. I can be a writer and author of my own book. The story about me and my life journey. And sometimes I know that many people will see it as a weird thing, but sometimes in the end of the day, I'm sitting in my bed or just lying in my bed, putting some music, and then this is some kind of exercise that I'm doing, that I like to do in order to remind myself that I am an author of my own reality, and my life can be as interesting as a life of some character in a book or a movie. I'm just sitting, putting like music, and I'm trying to remind myself my whole life, different things that happened, and I'm putting myself in a position of some character that I write a story about. Okay, I'm not actually writing it physically, but I'm doing it in my head. Like Liza, there is a character named Liza, and she experienced this and that, but then this happened and it changed her in a big way. So if you want to do this, if it can help you, you can also practice something like this. Just imagining yourself being a character in a movie, but not like putting some different stuff that can happen, but what already have happened in your life, and making it all look like a book, like some interesting movie that you can watch about yourself. So people, please, if you are focused on your reality, if you are focused on your life's journey, your character journey, your development, your self-growth, but in a free time you like to watch movies, books, and so on, and it doesn't disturb you, it doesn't impact you in a big way, and you are still like grounded person, you are still here and now, then it's okay. Then this message maybe is not for you. But if you are the person who is a person like me, or who I was in my past, who likes to watch movies, playing games, listening to music, and reading books because it's the way for you to escape your reality, because you don't believe that your life can be as interesting as hero's journey in some book or movie, then I really suggest you to try to change your perception, because it will change your life. Trust me, you will start to feel that everything that can happen in a book or a movie, maybe excluding this fantasy genre, okay, or sci-fi genre, everything can happen to you, for you. Okay, I have many different stories that I can share with you, but I think this video will be very long if I were to share it with you. But my mom told me many different stories of her friends. Like, for example, there was some woman that was studying together with my mom from small city where I came from. And this woman, she met some Australian guy who was a millionaire and just a very rich person, and they fall in love in some conference, and then she moved from this small city in Russia to to Australia, and now her life is very different. There are so many different stories that you can hear from other people, from your friends, from your family, that are actually showing you, they are a proof that your life can be interesting. There's so many things that can happen in your life that you will later on look back at, and you will see and you will be shocked how interesting your life can be, how fascinating and exciting your life can be. So please stop trying to escape reality, focus on your life, focus on your inner journey, and please start to believe that your life can be interesting, exciting, and that you are the main hero. You write your own story, or if you don't like to be a writer and author, then there is definitely someone like your higher self or God or the universe who is writing your story. And you are here to experience all these miracles, again, like some strange circumstances, strange like divine interventions, and like meeting different people, being in different places that can help you to enjoy your life. So guys, yeah, this was the message that I wanted to deliver to you a really long time ago, but I'm so happy that I finally remembered about this message, and now I've shared it with you. So guys, I hope in the place where you live, where you are right now, there is also good weather, but if not, please remember that weather, it's not the only thing that can make your day to be good and happy and positive. But anyway, I wish you all good day, I wish you all can have a good day, and just being more positive and optimistic about our life, and sharing. If you have any messages to share with the world, go and share it, because trust me, if you want to share something with this world, it means that there is at least one person in this world who needs to hear this message that you have to share. So guys, this was my advice, this was my experience, this was my message. Thank you so much for your attention, and I hope to see you in my next videos. Bye bye.